What's up, everybody? I'm back. Welcome to a brand new video, and today we're going to be doing a spoiler review for Baby Driver because actually a fair amount of you guys said, yeah, go ahead and do that spoiler review, we'll watch it, and so here I am. I'm going to do a spoiler review, and I didn't really think I'd do that. Now, I don't have a ton to say about spoilers, which is another reason why I was a little on edge on doing the video. I didn't really know if I wanted to do the video, but I still want to do it. So let's talk about some spoilers for Baby Driver again. Please, please, please watch the movie first. If you're too young, get your parents to take you. It's not like there's any nudity or anything that's going to make it awkward. It's a cool movie. Go watch it. Go check it out. I really recommend it. Okay, so getting into the spoilers, I want to talk about the plot twist, because first of all, Jon Bernthal not even being in the movie for more than 2 scenes, literally. So he's in the first heist. Alright, we see him, he's in the car, he goes into the bank, robs the bank, comes out, sits in the car, bam, tells Baby to go that way, Baby goes the other way. The whole car chase happens and he's sitting in the front seat. He gets out and then we never see him, and then we see him again and he's drinking coffee and he's like, what's your problem, baby? Why are you slow? Are you mental or whatever he says? And he's like, scary. He does that whole thing where he acts like he's gonna punch him, and then you just kind of never see him again. There's a scene when he's in an elevator and he says, if you don't see me again, I'm dead. And then you don't see him again. So is he dead? I don't know. I think it'd be cool to see him again. I think it would be cool. Maybe my brother wants a spin-off movie all about his character. I'm not sure that would work, but I think it would be cool to see him, if they ever do a Baby Driver 2. I hope they don't, but if they do, I think it'd be cool to see him weaved back in because he's a cool character. Alright, now the movie's escalation. So there's 2 heists before stuff goes wrong in this movie. You have the first heist. I guess the stuff goes wrong the second heist is. So you have the first heist, rob a bank, Baby drives him out of there, smooth, they go down very smooth, everything's good to go. Second heist, they rob this armored truck or whatever, and when they're robbing it, or it's like a bank, it's like a smaller bank in an armored truck, and when they're robbing it, all of a sudden this dude comes out of nowhere, this hero is what they call him, a random civilian, slams their car in his pickup truck, and he hunts them down, and it's one of the most intense chases of the movie, and it is crazy to watch. And after that point, Bats kills one of the dudes from the robbery. After that point, man, the movie escalates so fast. So, in order of the crazy plot twists, so Baby is caught with his little tape recorder that he records all the audio of conversations and everything with, and then Doc's crew, Bats, Darlin, and Buddy, they all think it's Baby. They all think he's trying to rat them out to the police, and so they freak out. They go to the old the mute man's house, the one who can't, the deaf mute. They go to his house, they steal his wheelchair, and then they get out of there. So that's, it's just totally screwed up what happened to him. And then there's this whole interrogation. They're freaking out. They think Baby's gonna rat them out to the police. He's like, no, we got to do this heist. We got to do this mission. I'm still good to go, because he's trying to buy time for his girlfriend at the diner. And it's crazy. Bats is going crazy. There's this crazy scene in the diner where you have no idea what's going to happen. Jamie Foxx is amazing as Bats. So he's sitting there, and Deborah comes over to the bar, or to the table they're sitting at, and she sees Baby there, and she realizes he's in a bad situation. She's trying to play it cool, and he's trying to play it cool, and Bats is slowly figuring it all out, and it's just so intense. And then he goes to kill her with the gun, and Baby stops her. It's crazy. So that all happens, and then so Baby gets caught with the tape recorder, and then they freak out, and then the heist still goes down the next day, where Baby, the end of the heist is crazy. So he warns the worker at the bank not to go into the bank. He tells her to leave, and then when everyone gets in the car, that's like, you gotta drive now, and he drives straight forward into this work truck and impales Bats in the driver's seat, just kills him straight away with this big huge pole. It's insane. The car is totaled. They all get out. Baby, Darlin, and Buddy all get out, and then this huge foot chase happens where the police come up, and Darlin and Buddy are just opening fire on him, and Baby's just, he's booking it, trying to get away. That's the scene I was talking about in my spoiler-free review. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Or I was like, the foot chase is my favorite scene of the movie. It's so crazy good. It's so choreographed so well. It's awesome to watch. And if you want to hear more of my thoughts on like the music and everything like that, definitely go watch my spoiler-free review where I go into a lot about that. So Darlin gets killed. She's shot by the police and she's killed. And then Buddy becomes the damn Terminator. He mows down all of the police. Baby's gone by this point. He gets out of there. He's like trying to escape with Deborah. He goes up to the diner where she works, and somehow John Hamm, you know, the freaking Terminator, Buddy, he's already sitting there and he's got the gun on her, and he's like, tell me, do you love her? And Baby's like, yeah. And he's like, that's too bad, because he's gonna kill her. And then Baby shoots him, and then the police get there, and now Baby and Deborah have to get out of there quick. One of the cops walks over to the body, and he's like, oh man, someone's shot. And then all of a sudden Buddy whips around and just mows down the cop, and then he's up and he goes after them, and it is insane, man. I cannot stress to you how crazy this movie gets, like how much it escalates. You have no idea what's gonna happen, and I'm spoiling it all for you right now. Hey, if you're still watching this, and I already told you in both reviews to go watch the movie first, and you haven't seen the movie, you're an idiot. You're ruining the movie, and it's a great movie. But I still love you. So then Doc shows up. They go to Doc's, like, his warehouse, and they're like, please, you gotta help us out. And then he's like, alright, you know what, you two, young and in love, I get it, I'll help you out. And then, you know, I like you, Baby, you're a good kid, you need to get out of this life of crime, I get it, do what you need to do, I'll hold off the police for you. But a cop car rolls up really slowly, and it just stops, and he stands there. Doc stands there with the shotgun. All of a sudden, it's Buddy, and he just runs him over, rolls over his head again, and then he goes and smashes into a wall trying to kill Baby. Baby gets out of there. They steal some cars. They get in this huge car chase and get out of there. Then they wind up in a parking garage where Baby fights Buddy, and it is like heartbreaking, that final moment when Buddy gets him, and he's like, you took something that I loved away from me, now I'm going to take something you love away from you. And you think he's going to turn and shoot Deborah right then, but he shoots a bullet one past each ear, and it like blows Baby's hearing away, like he can no longer hear. He's basically deaf at this point. And the only thing keeping him going was his music the whole movie, and now he cannot hear it anymore. Oh man, it's like, it's heartbreaking. Like, it's so sad to watch. And then Deborah comes over and she comes beating on Buddy, and then Baby knocks him off this big huge platform in the parking garage, and he falls on this car and explodes. And then Baby passes out, and he wakes up in the car, and his mom's singing, his mom who dies when he was a little kid. Her singing is playing on the radio. Deborah found this little tape recorder that Baby went back to get, this little like cassette tape, and they're listening to it. And the whole movie, like the whole beginning, comes full circle when you have the blind man, when you have the deaf man at the beginning of the movie, and you have him sitting there touching the speaker so he can feel the vibration and still feel the music. And now at the end of the movie, Baby's sitting there and he puts his hand on the speaker so he can feel it too. It's great. This is what I was talking about last review, where it's so well weaving together. The whole movie comes full circle. It's fantastic. So what gave the movie so much merit, in my opinion, is it's not a happy ending. Baby and Deborah, they get stopped by the police, and Deborah's like, all right, we're going to get out of here. I'm going to drive just like you did, basically. And he's like, no, I have to go. I've committed crimes. I am a criminal. I'm going to jail. You're not. Get out of this life before it's too late. And he goes to jail, and they're like, it's 20 years or 30 years or something like that before you can get off, if you get 5 years probation if you're good. And then he has all these character witnesses from different people he's helped out in minor ways throughout the movie, or people he's interacted with. And it's all, when you're watching it happen, it's like, you know, funny moments. Like, he stops and drops off a purse to a girl whose car he stole, and he apologizes. He's like, I really didn't want to steal your car, I'm so sorry. Then he drives away. And then the girl at the bank, when he's like, please don't go in there, and then she turns around and leaves. And then now all these people are witnesses in his court case, or they're like, they're at least there to talk about his character. They're character witnesses, so they're like, no, yeah, he's not a bad guy. He must have just got roped into this bad situation. And then we have a whole montage of Baby in prison, like doing the right thing. He's like mopping floors and cleaning tables and everything like that, and then he gets out in 5 years, and that's the movie. It's a happy ending, I guess, but he still went to jail, and it still has a lot of merit for that. I don't think I've seen a movie like this where they don't get away at the end. I feel like in every movie I watch, they they get a happy ending, or at least one of the main characters does. But this one, they don't. They go to jail, everyone dies, and the two living ones their lives are like destroyed. I love it. The movie has so much balls for doing that. I love it. So if you couldn't tell, I absolutely love this movie. I really am hoping I get to see it again when it's in theaters. I want to go check this one out again. I've been listening to the soundtrack a ton. It's a great soundtrack. It's a really great movie. So go check it out. If you haven't yet, I just ruined everything for you, but that's your fault, not mine. I warned you. So thank you guys all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you guys next time. D-Man.